So, day 2 of 30 days of joy. And it's funny, I was going to bed last night thinking about it, feeling very joyous and tired. And I was thinking, God, what brings me joy now? What can I do tomorrow? But it doesn't take much. That's what they were saying. It's not a challenge. It really isn't a challenge. I get out of bed this morning at 6:30. It was a very rainy day out there, and all I thought was, oh my God, the rain is now watering my dying hydrangea at the back of my garden that has been looking at me for the last 3 days. Brought me joy straight away. Then my little fella came in, who is going into 6th class now. He's my youngest, and he dressed himself in his uniform, and he got in on top of me on the bed, and he said, "Can I just give you a cuddle?" And I said, "Yes, you can." And that brought me joy, and I hadn't even gotten out of the bed. So that was 2 things that gave me joy in the first 3 minutes of waking up. I thought, well, it actually wasn't a challenge. It's actually very easy to do. And it's about, what they said was, it's about changing your mindset. It's about changing it in a way of, there was a lot of people that might have said this morning, oh, the fucking rain, the kids are starting back to school, they're going to go off on this new journey, going to get on a bus in the mornings for school, and they're going to get drowned. And it's a mindset of thinking negative about the rain, or you can think positive about the rain, watering your plants. So it's about your perception of what rain is doing and how you choose to allow it to affect you and your emotions. So I just thought, my second day in, and I'm going to say my second day, and what brings me joy is my beautiful child, my youngest, who's going to school, who is now dressing himself in the morning time, who has had 11 years of not a normal life like everybody else, but has managed to get there, and is going into 6th class. He was his last year in primary school, and I was standing here working, doing a Reiki client there, and we're just talking about fertility, and talking about babies, and talking about being a mom. And what brings me joy is the fact that I am a mom, and I absolutely love, that's another one of my biggest joys in my life, one of the best decisions I've ever made, even though way back when I was 25 and I had my Oisín, I I was very young, really, 25, even though, the generation before me were having babies at 18 and 19. I was 25, I hadn't got a clue what I was doing. And here's my 18-year-old now, and I have raised 4 beautiful sons, and that is a joy in itself. And I understand, because I have so many clients that come to me that are dealing with infertility and dealing with not being able to get pregnant, and I have 65 Reiki babies now, people who have come to me who couldn't get pregnant and got pregnant very soon after having Reiki 1 or 2 sessions. Some took a little bit longer, but no more than the only one that took the longest was 7 sessions. And the guide said with her was, she was coming for knowledge, that every time she came she asked me questions about angels and questions about what's on the other side. So that was the reason for that. And I get it, and I understand that there's women out there who are trying their best to conceive, and I see it from both perspectives, because I'm here working as a Reiki practitioner who is trying to help people get pregnant. So when I see my own children and doing things like just getting out of bed and dressing themselves in the morning, and I don't need to do that anymore, I see the joys of being a mum, and that I actually did a good job so far. And there's other women out there. This week was so stressful for them, and it was getting them back to school. Even yesterday when I was in getting books, last minute getting books, there was some other moms that were there, like, we're all laughing at each other, like, last minute Joe getting the books on the day the children were starting back to school. And that's okay. It's okay, because we're not perfect, and we have to stop beating ourselves up, and we have to say, okay, you know what, we've gotten through another day. So today was my day of being joyous that I'm a mum, and joyous that I have children now who can look after themselves, and joyous that I don't have to deal with nappies, and joyous that I don't have to deal with any of the baby stuff that I had to deal with. So my day today is day 2, and it is I'm on my 30 days of joy. It's not a challenge. I'm finding one thing each day that makes you joyous. And my joy today, even though there's been a few joys today, but this is my main one so far, and it's only 10 to 2 and the children haven't even come back from school yet. Being joyful that I'm a mum, and thank you for that experience, and thank you the fact that they're now able to dress themselves and they're now able to hopefully get jobs and move out. So, namaste.